We're back at it, Southern Miss fans, and also we're gonna be joined by my brother Doug. He's a Texas Longhorn fan. He's got some good stuff to talk about today. They took down the West Virginia Mountaineers, who were top ranked in the top 25. Let me kind of. Were they not ranked?
They were not ranked.
West Virginia was not ranked.
They were not ranked.
Oh, I thought I saw a number by their name. Go ahead and give us a quick insight on Sam Ehlinger and Tom Herman.
Well, for the program as it stands, I can be happier right now with the direction that we're moving. This game wasn't won by Sam Ehlinger, by the way. This game was won by Bijan Robinson, our freshman running back. He showed up with first play of the game, showed off with 56-yard run. Got him down there very close. They ended up punching it in 7-0. The game was won, Colin, by this Texas defense.
Let's go, Texas. How about that?
This Texas defense has, over the last 3 weeks, looked like one of the better Texas defenses that I've seen in the last 3 years. They are coming together like it's phenomenal, everything that they're doing. Look at the stat line for Joseph Osai. Joseph Osai is very well giving himself a case.
Oh, yeah.
A top 10 draft pick.
Oh, for sure. Last week alone, I kind of looked up some stats, and I mean, my God, how many tackles did he have in the backfield last week? He had, over 3. I think might have had 3 sacks. I know that he had a. I know he had a
fumble recovery and a fumble. He had a fumble. He caused the fumble, and then he recovered the fumble, and it should have been a scoop and score, but he tripped over his own feet.
That was last week, correct?
Last week, against Oklahoma State, which was a top 10 team at number 6.
Right, and also shout out to Upset Alert.
Huge road win.
Yeah, shout out to Upset Alert, by the way. He had Oklahoma State. I think he had them ranked number 4 in the nation when Texas took them down. As we keep up with if you keep up with CP Sports Show, we keep up with the Upset Alert ranking, and he always gives an in-depth, cold hard truth kind of ranking system. Southern Miss right now is on that list at 116. So we won't get into that too much, but this is kind of a Texas post-game show that I'm going to start getting going with Doug. Put it this way, if Doug can bear with them, it seems like Texas Longhorn defense is definitely coming together, and also the Texas Longhorn team as a whole, especially on offense. I see the guys actually responding better to Ehlinger. Your receivers aren't dropping passes. Sam's sitting in that pocket a little longer.
I'm sorry. I don't think you watched the game today.
No, I did not watch the game today. That's correct.
There were plenty of balls that were delivered by Sam Ehlinger that were perfectly catchable, but easy drop. Like they just dropped them. It was, they were game-ending kind of catches. That there was, in particular, there was on the drive before West Virginia had their opportunity to go down and score to win the game. There was a first down catch that was just blatantly dropped. I mean, his receivers are not helping him out in a lot of the situations. There was a lot of situations like that, and then West Virginia fans, I'm sorry guys, you should have got the PI called in the end zone. Should have got it called. I'm sorry. I'm a Texas fan. I can say that, but it happens. Turned the ball over on downs, and Longhorns got a couple of first downs to win the game.
All right, Doug. We're about to be.
West Virginia showed up to play. West Virginia, their defense is phenomenal. They got the Stills brothers. They're like bookends.
For sure. Yeah.
Line. Those guys are a beast.
For sure.
And look, West Virginia, they have a really good running back. They have a really good wide receiver. Estelle, I believe his name was. He was Mawson.
Come on.
He straight up mossed Mr. Jamison. I'm drawing a blank here, but number 5, Jamison for Texas.
Mm-hmm.
He's our big punt returner or big kick returner.
Yeah. Speedy.
He got mossed.
That was that great opening session. We're at the 5-minute mark. We do a 15-minute session here. Real quick, let's jump into some stats, if you will, Doug. West Virginia ends 4-3 right now. Texas goes to 5-2. Texas 17-13. The Longhorns get that victory. Earlier I said
still in the thick of it.
Earlier I said West Virginia was ranked. I was wrong. Texas has that ranking. They're number 22. I can't say West Virginia's quarterback last name. It looks like Dude.
It's Daggy.
Okay, Daggy goes 35 for 50. My God, he had 50 freaking passes. 35 for 50, 317 yards. Oh, my God, the Texas secondary did not give up a touchdown pass by this guy. Then we go to the running back, L. Brown, 15 carries, 47 yards, 1 touchdown. Then T.J. Simmons, the wide receiver at West Virginia, had 4 catches for 75 yards. And obviously it didn't mean too much.
Estelle made some of the bigger catches in the game.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, Estelle was the leading receptionist. He had 6 catches, 60 yards. This kid averaged 10 yards a freaking catch.
He was torching them.
Yeah. Then we jump on to the Texas Longhorn side. Longhorn fans, if you're listening, your quarterback, Sam Ellinger, 15 for 31, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns. It looked like he got put it this way. It looked like he went a little under
this game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Robinson, 12 carries, 113 yards. This guy, let me show you something real quick.
Absolutely.
Maybe you can't see it. He doesn't even have a picture next to his name.
And that's okay, because he will have a picture next to his name. He will have –
what I'm getting at.
He will have a lot of accolades next to his name when he leaves the University of Texas.
I agree.
Mark it down right now. He was the 5-star recruit coming out of Arizona. Number 1 running back in the country, came to Texas. And if you watch the play, it was in the first quarter. It was on the second drive of the game in the first quarter. He spun out. He stiff-armed like 2 dudes, and then he stiff-armed 1 guy down the field for like 15 yards.
Okay, Doug, I want to – oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's a freshman. This kid's like, 18 years old? And
yeah, it actually
he's out. He's quickly becoming the bell cow for that offense. And they're calling him Little Ricky, by the way.
Get out of town. I'd like to get
Little Ricky.
I'd like to get Ricky's thoughts on that one. But let's keep it going. I got some more questions for you here.
Ricky Williams supports that too. So.
Yeah. I got some more questions for you. We're already about to be at the 9-minute mark. I said Robinson led the team in rushes. He led the team in rushing yards. Let's get that right. Sam Ellinger and him tied with carries. And then Johnson had 10 carries. So, I mean, you had 3 guys over 10 carries. Texas, it looks to me.
One running back also. Don't forget Keontae Ingram. He didn't even play today.
Okay, see, he's not on my stat list here.
Right.
Tell me this, and I kind of want to see what you think as far as all Texas fans, and kind of speak for them as a whole when I ask you this one, Doug. Think for your fan base here. How do y'all feel about? And I see it every time I turn on a Texas game. You can't help to see it. It seems once a drive you're going to see it. Do we like Sam running this ball?
Well, news has come out about Sam being a little bit injured. So I like that they're still trying to give him carries in the run game. I don't like the fact that they are giving him
No,
carries
yeah, I get that.
because but there's something going on. There's some kind of injury. I mean, it has to be something to do with an injury where he's not hitting like some kind of passes that he should be able to connect with. Not now. He had a lot of receivers let him down today. Don't get me wrong. They still won, but receivers let him down several times this game. But there's situations where he lets the ball sail. He puts it in the dirt.
Well, my next question.
I don't know how much that is to do with his injury, but I don't want him running the ball if he is injured.
Well, let's go to my next question.
No, I mean Sam Ehlinger is arguably one of the best quarterbacks in college football right now.
Correct.
And you can't risk him getting hurt by running the ball.
Yeah. Well, see, there's a lot of gray area here because you want him to play his game, and then you want
again.
You see what I'm getting at? It's his game. Yeah. Okay.
So you had one running back out. Bijan Robinson during the game, he looked like he got a little nicked up. And so you're just running on Roschon Johnson, who was a quarterback. He was recruited as a quarterback, signed as a quarterback, but went to running back last year. So you're down to a freshman running back and a sophomore running back that used to be a quarterback.
Gotcha. I got one more question as far as the stat line goes. It looks like your leading receiver here is a sophomore, which it's opening my eyes a lot. I don't know nothing about this guy. Kind of tell me a little bit what you know about the Jake Smith character. It says that he's a sophomore from Scottsdale, Arizona. He's wearing
player of the year.
Oh, in that state, was he?
Yeah.
And then he's wearing number 7, which is, I'll tell you this, it's kind of like they threw him a jersey and said, hey, man, go out there and play.
He dropped a touchdown earlier in the game also.
So technically he should have had 2 touchdowns.
He should have had 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, he actually outbeat Eagles and Black, and those are the 2 guys on the Texas wide receiving core that I drool over,
Black dropped a easy pass. Like there's so many drop passes going on. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's coaching. I'm not sure what is going on with that, but you got to catch these balls, man. Like
yeah, you do, and
putting them right on the number. And there's a lot of fan base that are anti-Sam Ehlinger.
Yeah, for sure. I see that a lot.
Those guys, like you put the best man in to give you the best opportunity to succeed. That is Sam Ehlinger. He's gonna win the game for you if he gets the opportunity. And I think that guys are failing him. It's hard for him to trust to throw to someone when they're dropping passes.
I hear you. Look, Doug, you got about 2 minutes left. I want to talk about the Big 12 as a whole. Are we scared or not of Iowa State?
I am optimistic for Iowa State.
Okay.
We got to go up to Ames, I believe. Or no, they got to come to Austin.
They got to come. That's right.
Okay.
Well, your next game, I'll spit them out real quick.
Optimistic them coming to Austin than I am going to Ames. Ames is a very hard place to win, but coming to Austin, I think Texas has a very good chance of winning that game.
Okay, don't get too big into that.
Good team. I'm not saying they are not a good team, but I think on the role that Texas is moving towards, I think with the defense, the way the defense is played, I think Texas can pull that one out next Saturday.
I hear you. Look, Doug, we're going to pause this. We're going to stop this record, and I'm going to hit record again. This will have to be a 2-part episode because I got a lot more to ask you. That's okay with you?
That's fine.
Hey, y'all hold tight, Southern Miss fans, if you're watching, but I know them Longhorn fans are keeping tabs on this, so hook 'em, baby.